guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kimberly Cox from Magical Mommy Spot, where we talk about neurodivergent parenting in a neurotypical world. I'm Kimberly Cox, the creator behind this space, and I would like to take the time to welcome you if this is your first time, or welcome you back if you are a subscriber. There we go. Let's enunciate there, Kim. All right, so today we are going to have a little talk in today's Wednesday executive functioning tips. We're going to talk about relationship goals. Monday is Valentine's Day. No better time to sit down and start working on those relationship goals that we all kind of want to have. And whether this is a romantic relationship, a business relationship, platonic relationship, just relationships in general with people who are super special to us. Okay, this is not your kids. This is not just your coworkers or friends or other family. We're going to work on those on another day. Today, we are talking significant other or like best friends, people like that are super special to us, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to get into a quiet space somewhere in the next couple of days or whatever, and I want you to write out the list of the things that are going really good in this relationship or connection and the things that aren't going so good, the things that you wish you could just tweak a little bit or fix a little bit. I want you to go really deep on the stuff, the good stuff, because let's face it, we need all of the boosting up. So every little tiny thing you can think of that's good, write it down. It's going to help you just throughout the thing. It's going to be a lot easier for you to pick up on those things that you're like, oh God, I wish we could just work on this, or I wish this was better. So you're going to have no problem doing that. But, let's try to dig in and make it so that you're really working towards finding the good things. And we're going to basically be planning like a little couples kind of night where you guys can get together and really work on these goals, okay? So I want you to have your partner, your, whoever this person is that you're doing this with, I want you to have them do the same at some point in time before this happens. And then I want you to set up a meeting. And we want to make it fun, do something that you don't normally do, maybe like a charcuterie board or some fondue or play board games or something that just isn't normal, okay? Because we don't want this to be like every other day, and we don't want this to be like a nag session. This is fun. This is something where we go, look at how far we've come, and now this is the stuff that we get to work on together, that we're both saying, okay, we're going to take some responsibility for where we're not, where we need to work on things and, kind of bring our needs to the surface, which a lot of us, especially those who are neurodivergent, who maybe mask a lot, we don't do that a lot of times. We just kind of hide and go, okay, I don't need anything. Who needs anything? I don't. I'm good. So I want you to, like I said, set up a time, like I said, Valentine's Day is this week. It's perfect time. Set up that time. And I want you to, do some fun stuff and then go over the list, okay? And I want you to bring the list and I want you to praise each other for the things like, oh my God, this is so cool. We have, we've come so far in these areas. And I want you to really celebrate those because relationships are hard. And when you have any kind of neurodivergent angle in it, it makes it more difficult. Let's just say that right there, especially like either two neurodivergents or you put a neurotypical and a neurodivergent, it gets real. Two neurodivergents, you might think, oh, well, they'll understand me, but what if theirs is the complete opposite of yours? And then you're having to try to figure out, okay, this person likes loud and I like quiet, and where's the mixture in all this? How do we balance it? So there's a lot of stuff that goes into being in a relationship with someone who's neurodivergent. So go over the list, be light, and then I want you to pick a couple of areas. Maybe each one of you pick one area that you are if I could fix this one thing in the next 30 to 60 days, it would make me super happy. And I want you to pick that one thing. each of you, or if you're up for it, maybe pick a couple at a time, but let's not go too crazy on this, because we're talking other people are having to, we're all having to kind of work together on this. So, and then I want you to figure out a fun way to track your goals, okay? Maybe it's a sticker sheet. Maybe it's like, like you've heard of swear jars or something like that, where every time you say a swear word, you have to put a quarter in or a dollar in or whatever. So maybe it's when you catch yourself doing the thing that your significant other, your partner, your best friend, whoever it is, doesn't like, you put a quarter in. Find a way of tracking it so that you can look back on it and see the progress, okay? So maybe it's, if it is like a jar like that, then maybe at the beginning, like you have this big jar and maybe it's like this full after the first, few days, but then it just doesn't grow much after that. And that's a good thing because you're putting the stuff in the jar when you're doing the thing you're trying to break the habit of. So it's a good thing. Or maybe it's the sticker chart where when you guys accomplish something, when you talk instead of argue, when you take a minute and take a breath and walk away from the situation and then come back together instead of fighting, you put a sticker on that chart. Something fun, okay? And then kind of decide on what that end goal looks like, because a lot of this stuff is not going to be perfect. You're not ever going to find a point where you're never going to do something. There's always that back and forth. There's always that opportunity that it's going to happen somehow. Somebody's going to slip up. We're human. We make mistakes. That being said, what does it look like? Does it look like you can go a week and things are doing good? Does it look like you can go a week and then another week and then maybe another week and you're not frustrated, or things are in that area you feel much better? If that's the case, find something that is a bigger reward. Maybe it's a date night. Maybe it is we're going to go shopping, or we're going to go, we're going to go out to dinner. We're going to go do something. Find something that you both like. It's got to be good for both of you. Can't just be one. Or maybe you do two things. Maybe you go to dinner somewhere really nice and you go shopping and you set a limit on how much or something like that. But set that up. And let that be your big goal. And when you get there, celebrate. Celebrate together, because this is a big deal. And let's just face it, relationships are really difficult to begin with. Like I said, you add angles in there like neurodivergence, and you just have to work sometimes a little bit harder. You have to try to see the other person's point of view a little bit more. So celebrate when you do that. When you celebrate, that's going to hit it's going to hit that dopamine, and you're going to get that feeling of, okay, like we finally hit it, and it's going to make you want to continue to do it. All right, so that is my executive functioning tips for dealing with relationship goals. If you guys have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments below. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you don't miss a single video that's coming out in the next forever. How about that? Follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.